Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm a dummy Derposaurus Rex. Why? Why? Because I forgot. I'm a forgetter. I'm a forgetter. Never say I didn't say it. Forgot that they reset the rankings. We're gonna have to replay to re-hit Mythic. Whew. Damn, but boy, we sure did hit it. Give me my R words. Can I just say, I don't know what I did to my camera, but this bicep keeps showing up here, and it's annoying me so much. Give me that prize. Let's play. Alright, it's time to climb up. Do I just elevate the camera? Is that what does it? But now I feel like I'm not even here. Ah, God. Maybe that's just the problem. Maybe we should have to accept that if you want to see the top half of me, you're going to have to see this arm. It's like it shoots out at this crazy angle. Is there any way to avoid this? I mean, I feel like... What if I just... That looks a little more normal. There we go. This is a little more what I feel like I look like. Remove the arm. You know what? I should raise the seat as much as possible. There we go. This is it. This is it. Because then the arm goes down more instead of going out more. See, this is what I don't want. I don't want to stream like this. I just need to cut off the arm. I need to cut the whole arm off. Okay, see, now I feel like a normal boy. See, I just want a little bit of sep. Not a lot of sep, just a little bit of the bicep. Just a little bit. Little bit. That's all we want. That's all we want. That's all we want. So, we need to climb the ladder. We need to climb the ladder. Getting swole up, Sean. It's just a camera illusion. It's just a camera illusion. We're trying to get small. We're trying to get small. We're trying to become a smaller man. And I wonder what we should do today. Here's something that I'm really intrigued by, right? You saw us make attempts with Feather, the Redeemed, 10th District Leg Ion Air, and Dreadhorde Arcanist. We saw this little attempt to build these very buff-focused nerds to be able to use cards like Sheltering Light to give it indestructible, things like that. I'm really interested in the Jeskai version of this. And by that, let's just show what we mean. We put in 4 copies of Dive Down. We put in, what's Sheltering Light? Yeah, put in 4 copies of this puppy. And then we have the Legionnaire. Legionnaire. 10th District Legionnaire, then we have Feather. And then Dreadhorde Arcanist. I wonder if with just these 4 creatures, we can do as Tim Gunn does and make it work. And make it work. Stormgrad Games says, hey buddy, thanks for the 30-day projects. They've really given me the motivation to clear some hobby projects off the desk. Dude, Stormgrad Games, what have you been working on? What has been getting cleared off? What has been getting all cleared up, on, off, on, off? So let's, as we're asking questions, let's come back to this deck. This is the wrong one. Let's come back to this deck. So I believe this was running, let's see, how many lands was this running? Just 20. We could probably get away with 20 as well here. When the 30-day project start this stream, or this spring started on April 3rd. And then it got bumped up to April 5th. So technically, this Friday is the end of the 4 weeks. But if we're going to 30 days, then it would be May 5th is the ending. And things are getting a little bit delayed. Things are getting a little bit delayed. Alright, so what would be good? What would be good for us? We kind of think that the removal spell of the Frenzied Rage, Reckless Rage, yeah. Thought that was pretty good for us. We might be able to... I'm going to keep it at 21 lands for now. What are some other good ones? What are some other good ones? Stormgrad Games says, I've finished some Warhammer stuff that's been built and unpainted on the desk since February. Oh, woo! Feels so good. Are there any other Give a Dude hexproof? It's kind of remarkable that there isn't. Technically, Lazotep plating provides hexproof, but it's not particularly useful. Arrester's Zeal. That actually could be pretty nice. We could maybe put in some blue counters. Could be nice. Something like a Quench. Justicar's Portal. That's one of the new cards, right? Oh, it's Justicier's Portal. Justiciars. Okay. So let's play around a little bit. I'm going to make the argument that I just need these 4 baddies. Just need these 4 baddies, and then I think we can actually make it work. Everything in this deck is going to be 3 or less mana. 3 or less mana. 3 or less mana. I think I want to try out some Quench. We still have some space in this deck. Thaviel wants me to give some thoughts on Burning Prophet. I'd be happy to. It's just a relatively weak card. Relatively tiny. Actually, I know which one we want. Oh my god, Spell Pierce. Thank you, Call Me Sanctuary. That's the very obvious card that I forgot about. So we'll go 2 and 2. Maybe we'll eventually want 3 and 2. And then I think the rest should be buffs. Samut's Sprint. Probably put in 3 of those. And probably smattering of other things. Essence Capture we can't run because it's double blue. It's double blue. Yeah, but the Burning Prophet is not so good because it's a 1/3 that only gets temporarily buffed. This is completely different from something like 10th District Legionnaire that gets permanently buffed and is insane. So Essence Capture is out, negate. Nope, we don't want any of those. We'll be fine in those contexts. We have the key white buffs. We're claiming that a dive down would be good. This is going to let us clear. This lets us get in there. Everything is basically going to be buffs at this point. Let me just hit done and say okay, and briefly check out some of the other things we were doing. That's a really good card. Too many. Actually, there's not enough buffs in this deck. I think that's one of the things that's going wrong with it. This deck just runs a shitload. We're trying running a Take Heart. This deck also runs some Shocks, which could actually just be a reasonable enough thing to do. Let's try that. Let's try just a really basic kind of shock. And what's the name of the other one? Integrity Intervention. Could be fine. Okay. So this kind of looks like a deck. This is very spiky. This is literally Protect the President, right? This is the we have 12 creatures, and that's it. We might, instead of Integrity Intervention, just want something basic like a Ryle. Saheeli? I don't think so. We're focusing on the blue thing right now. Focusing on blue and buffs. Any merit to the new Ryle here? Definitely not. Super not going to do very much with us at all. Well, I think we're just going to try to run Dive Downs and Spell Pierce. These Quenches might be even a little much. So let's put in some lands, shall we? So we're definitely going to want the Sanctuary. Oh, God. Retreat, is it? Oh, thank God. And then there's the... It's like a hot temple. What's the name? It's a hot temple. Hot temple? What's the name of the hot temple? The red dual land. Sacred Foundry. Yeah. Hot temple. Yeah, baby. How many sources of blue do we need to make this Fuker work? So certainly we're going to want all those shockers. Probably steam vents, probably not temptily. It's a Hallowed Fountain, yeah. Probably Hallowed Fountain. I think 9 islands is enough. Oh! Oh! Wow, we're building a Jeskai Aggro Donk deck. Lord Viralax has just gifted 20 subs to folks such as a Robotic Red Panda, Janka Music Ant, IBF Gaming, Imagered, and Parker something. That's 20. That's 5 by 5 by 5 by 5. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you very much. It's very kind and thoughtful of you to start my Tuesday off right, Lord Viralax. I'm gonna build a deck in your honor. 2 and 2. I think we can actually put in like this. Steam vents and then oh my god. There we go. Probably 1 Glacial Fortress. Something like this. Because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 islands, which seems good. Plains is 1, 2. And then, so that's 1 and 2 is 2. 12 plus 2 is 14. What do we think about that? 14 seems okay. Should have the same, so we should have 14 and 14. Yeah, I'm going to try this. I'm just going to cut one of these and add one of these and cut one of these and add one of these. And let's try this as our first weird little mana base. And let me just briefly see, what's the distribution of our red and white, right? So we have like a double white, a white, and then a lot of our key ones are white, and then we have a little bit more skew towards the red for the remainder of our spells, but we do have double white, so I think having them with the same amount seems good. How close do you think Spellgorger Weird is to fitting in this deck? At current, I would say it just doesn't fit in there. I just don't think we need more creatures. I think this island could be changed. I'm feeling that this island could be a bit of a different guy. Alright. I think this is fine. Yeah, I think this needs to be replaced. Kitty might work well in here. I don't really see how it would work well. Alas. Now here's the interesting question. Is this safe to play right now? Or is there a lava coil? I think this needs to be a white-blue land instead of just an island. If we can untap with this, I think we just win the game. Great. Spell Pierce. Okay. Good job. Good job, everyone. I think I should maybe be waiting until turn 3 for these types of things. Alright, you know what we're also going to do? We're going to put this in the deck paste. By the way, is the Stream Decker extension up? Perfect. You know, like, I sort of had an overwhelming sensation that, like, I should be waiting a turn and keeping 1 mana up for protection. I think so. I think so. Okay, we don't have any creatures. Lauren says trade out that island. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Probably don't want this since I don't see any blue sources here. Now, depending upon what gets played from Beer High on here... Oh, shit. I think I have to just take the risk and do this. Because Beer High on, I think, is the same deck as we are. Except probably not the 3 color, so probably better. Alright. Got us. I really don't know how you win in that mirror if you don't go first. Like, I really don't know how you win. That's, like, so funny, man. Like, we play against someone who concedes immediately, and I'm like, LeMayo, and I play against someone and concede immediately. God, that's so good. So this is the type of hand I think I have to get more comfortable keeping, if this is the deck that we are in fact going to be running. Well, never say I don't get lucky, huh? That's fine. So we would suspect that this is a mono-red deck that's going to go land and big scary 2-drop that gets bigger over time. Runaway Steamkin. So we're actually not going to do anything. May as well keep the mana up because next turn we're going to allow all of these to resolve. All of this is fine. We want to get a very high value Quench here. This is actually an extremely high value one. Because Viashino Pyromancer is a wizard, so it reduces the cost of Wizard's Lightning. Shock. Duck by Doo-wop. See, now that there's 3 cards in hand, Feather becomes kind of difficult to remove. Just wish I had more indestructibility. Should this deck run Opt? Definitely not blocking that, because this is our ticket to win it, huh? That sucks. It's pretty nice, actually. We can deal with that. Okay, so now we can keep the Quench up. Okay, so we're going to tap this white. We're going to do this first to see what we retrieve. Ah, yes. Sheltering Light. Super great to have. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to Reckless Rage. Target creature you don't control. I think this is as good as one as any. I want to make sure I have enough mana left up. So we're going to get these two back, which then means that on our opponent's turn, we can then Reckless Rage to target a creature I don't control, which is this. Target ourself. So many stops, huh? Is this ridiculous or what? Jesus. Thought I'd get a chance to respond. Whoops. Still think we maybe needed a Sheltering Light in advance. I guess we do this. So it looks like my understanding of the stack was correct, because we did get an opportunity to respond. But this dies. That doesn't. Perfect. Come back. Yes. Yes. Okay. Remember how I was saying this is a Protect the President deck? Can also intervention it, but... no problem. You get a little punished when you have a 12 creature deck, don't you? Don't you? Just hanging out. Not a lot going on right now. That does hurt us. That does hurt us. Card draw is very bad. I don't think I worry about the Diagonal Monkey at all. Just, once again, can heal us for 3. I think it's actually an intelligent include. This is why we don't quench the 3/3. Because if we saved it for this, then our opponent would have had to pay 5 to draw instead of paying. In other words, if we had waited for Quench to quench this, then our opponent would have simply paid 2 and it would have been fine. Jave Dons is exactly assert dominance. Yes. Yeah, look at us go. Look at how successful we are. We did it. We're the best player here. Hell yes. There it is. There's the W. Woo! Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. Oh. One creature. Don't want it. Don't need that. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, my dude's gonna die. Just kidding, it has indestructible. Ha ha ha. Oh, my god, fuck yeah. I don't know exactly why I'm leaving the 1 mana open for the dive down. Greedy Nez is really going to struggle to hit this. Ever at any point. Probably just gone for the final bonk. No. Need more spells. Alright. We're learning. We're learning some. We're learning a little bit. This is interesting. Alright. We might actually make this a counter heavy feather deck. Now, that's actually, like, a really fascinating idea. Like, a deck that just runs feathers as its only creatures. Alright, well, we need to get a creature down. What am I eating? I'm eating some lemon pepper chicken with a salad and black bean medley. By that, I mean I open up a can of black beans and was just like put the black beans down. I have been such a healthy boy. Except for the part where I twickety twanged my neck. My neck. This is about to be amazing. Or horrific. Like, super bad. So we're now pretty sure that there's a Conclave Tribunal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, that's the only thing that really makes sense here. We just wait one more turn to where we can get a pair of Reckless Rages off. Because this is either land or Tribunals. Okay, that's the shittiest possible one. That's fine. Right off the top. Oh! If we can get down Dovin, boy, would that be dope. Little known fact, we're dead on board. Okay. We're learning. We're learning little by little. Learning little by little. So here's... Oops. Here's how we're going to adjust our thought process. We would treat ourselves a little bit more like drakes. We have a number of creatures, and this is not a turn 2 play. These are like turn 3 plays. So we actually need to skew away from things like haste and more towards things like shocks, quenches, things like that. This needs to be a mountain. Essence capture? No, we definitely can't do an essence capture, unfortunately. It's just too expensive. Too expensive with the double blue. So the basic story is we use shocks, spell pierces, and quenches to keep this board under control until we can get a beater down. And then we can crunch through. Ah, cancel! Is he not going to finish Sekiro? No, I think I'm done with Sekiro, at least for a long time. Game did not really capture my interest. Captured it some. I think it's a very well done game, to be clear. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I'd give it a B, is what I would say was my reaction to the game. And like Bloodborne and the Souls games for me are like A+, A+ games. Not that they're the same genre. I know that they're different. Essence capture is kind of sweet with Feather. Yeah, maybe I should adjust the deck a little bit. Okay. Because we have 2 creatures, this means we can play our Dreadhorde Arcanist slightly more recklessly. Especially with Selesnya colors. Well, could be bad. Yeah, I might come back to Subnautica later in the year. It's just too scary of a game for me. Arboreal Grazer. Are you for Arboreal? I have 2 feathers, so I will run one out. We're like 1 land away from being in Golden Shade. I think we actually did it. I think this is it. I'm really good at my job. Our opponent could pretty easily just mortify in response, so we're just going to not Defiant Strike at end of turn. I really need to leave that Spell Pierce mana open. Or what have you. This is working out niftily. This creature is dope. Okay. So now I think it is okay for me to cast a Defiant Strike here. That looks dope. Oh god, I didn't... I cast it at the wrong face. I needed to cast it here. Farts. I guess also I could have cast it on the Dreadhorde Arcanist, and then Feather would have returned it from the graveyard to the hand. That's a pretty disgusting combo, huh? So this is when I need to put the stop, because this is at the beginning of end step. This is pretty good. This is pretty dope. This is pretty gross. I think the third Quench was an intelligent shift. What is this shard called? This is Jeskai. That's pretty fun. It's a wedge, not a shard. What's the difference between a wedge and a shard pulled on? This is like more annoying mono blue tempo. Ah, a shard is 2 allied colors. I see. A wedge contains an enemy color. 2 adjacent, 1 opposite. I cannot remember which is a shard and which is a wedge in that regard. Just do this now. Oh, this was a tricky decision, because I could have waited and tried to cast Quench on a turn 3 play, but I think that this is going to be more effective. Great. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cast Defiant Strike on this guy. Our opponent could Mortify in response. We'll just dive down in response. But this is an important thing to cast because it lets us draw 2 cards. So a Mortify is in hand. Think very clearly. Otherwise, what is there to think about, you know? I'd prefer a blue land, so that's why we're waiting. So now we have Quench up in case there is a scarier card to arrive. Because our opponent might be like, oh, I'm going to play around Dive Down, which Day 9 clearly has. This is a very tricky game, man. Dude, this music, like, perfectly captures the mood of what's going on. Like, do-do-do-do-do. So if I play this 10th District Legionnaire, this will let me run out like this. Now, this could be absorbed. It's fine. While we're running Spell Pierces. Maybe we could have waited for 1 more mana to get the Quench up. Okay. Alright, so dive downs apparently are good for us, according to the enemy. Okay. I think I'm actually just gonna play the Sheltering Light right now. See if we can get a double scry, you know. Would Siren Stormtamer be a decent 1-drop for this deck? We'll see, too, the way that this deck is actually functioning right now. I think I actually just don't want that. I think we just want another creature. The way this deck is functioning, blue creatures would immediately make us skew our deck hard towards a blue mana base. Because it's okay to not cast spells on curve, because I'm casting spells as a response to things almost always. Probably will shock end of turn, something like that. This is fine, right? Who cares, right? Who cares? I think it's better for me to keep up the dive down. I think that's the play. I think that's the play. Because we could have dove down this Dreadhorde Arcanist. not going to think too much about what the sideboard plan is, because I think I don't understand the main board. I don't understand what our deck's actually primarily going to be able to do. And for that reason, I'm just going to hold out. I'm going to wait on myself. Time to drink water out of my 44-ounce Gadget 2. Could be the end. I think I need a few more cantrips in here. A few more just like draw through cards. Okay.
Right on schedule.
Right on schedule. Probably gonna need to find some red cantrips. Like Rile. Rile seems reasonable.
No more games. We need to move quickly.
Trying to think of cantrips that target my dudes. That's the big question. What are cantrips that target my dudes? So I'm thinking Rile. God, that's filthy.
Time for plan B.
Alright, that was a pretty good outcome. That was a pretty darn good outcome. Fucking hell.
I know my responsibility.
Pretty good amount of cantrips for us to choose from.
Let's skip to the good part.
I think it's time for me to do this. I'm just going to get out of this game. Just going to get out of here. Still want to keep making updates and adjustments to our little Decaroni here. Decaruha. Because the obvious issue that we're encountering is we need to keep nerds alive. You know what? I'm actually not going to change anything. I think that our deck's probably actually okay, because there was a significant misplay we made. We could have kept our 10th District Legionnaire alive. That was a problem that happened in that last game. And for people who are making deck suggestions, first of all, we're going to spend some time with this deck. Trying to make it work. Wow, that just fucking blows. Maybe I should always wait for that. I keep forgetting this card even exists. Yuck. Alright, well this is a pretty clear play. Dread Siren Storm Tamer. Again, we can't have any blue creatures in a deck that is base white-red. Not enough mana to go around. Probably don't want this. So now it has hexproof, so the 3 damage that Dreadhorde Butcher deals upon death can't hurt us. These are some good outcomes. Okay, I think the play's pretty clear. Our opponent's whiffed on land. A 4 toughness is extremely difficult for a Marty that's whiffed on land to kill. Don't want to run the feather out. Alright, who wants to see some filthy shit, huh? Play Feather? Ah, doesn't matter. Farts. Alright, regardless, play Feather. Attack. Ask for Reckless Rage. Cast this on a creature you don't control, a creature you do control. So, because that was cast from the graveyard, that now gets put into exile and will now return to my hand. Isn't that gross? Isn't that dirty? There it is. Isn't that filthy? Woo! Woo! Alright, we've won one more game than we've lost. Shadowcast TV says, I'm not sure that's necessarily good, but it's hilarious. I really feel like you've captured the essence of this entire stream. Yeah, day 9. I'm not entirely sure that he's necessarily good, but it's hilarious. I'm still feeling like I could go for 22 land in this. Oh, Shadowcast says, well, I don't watch you for your MTG talent. Oh my god, spoken like a true Legacy player. That's just the way you Legacy guys work, man. You Legacy players are all the same. Legacy players do nothing but condescend to players of all other formats. Oh, well, if it isn't a standard player. I'm gonna run out Feather, despite all my comments that we never want to do this, because I don't see any black. I don't see any red. It would have to be some sort of bounce effect, like blink of an eye. So now I think we basically win the video game. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna try to Defiant Strike this. First, draw another card. Would have been nice a turn ago. We're gonna get all these back, but I'm a little sad that I didn't draw a land. I really feel like I need more like 22 land, given that we're 3 colors. Now we probably win. Oh! Feather is so disgusting. What do we disco? Probably... Actually, probably the Sheltering Light. Probably the Dreadhorde Arcanist. If we die now, we deserve to die. Quench is probably also a reasonable candidate for disco. Yeah, I don't really know how you get around this. This feels good. This feels really good, huh? There's a little bit of cruelty.
Let's see if you're worthy.
Now we're gonna dive it down. Alright, it's my turn. That is really gross. Still kind of feel like I need to get 22 lands in there. I'm going to keep saying it till I remember to do it, huh? I think this was a smart ad because our claim is we struggle to turn 1 and 2. Turn 1 because we have no 1 mana plays that are creatures. And we struggle turn 2 because if we play one of our creatures on turn 2, there's a likelihood that it just gets nuked, right? Before we have a chance to protect it. Hey, number 1 bot. Good to see you, man. Good to see ya. This gives us pretty significant ability to deal with obnoxiousness. So given that we now know that this is mono blue, we're going to switch plans, and we actually are going to run out. There's a Glacial Fortress, and this is an Island Mountain. Good. We are going to run out our 10th District Guide, because we now know the Cage Yaiba is mono blue, which does not really have a lot of good removal threats. So if we can start Defiant Striking this, then we can maybe get ahead of our opponent in this way. Because this will kill us very slowly. This will kill very quickly. Alright, this would be a reasonable time for our opponent to be like, oh, counter it! It must be countered! I think I just quenched this. I just quench it. Yeah, you know, Defiant Strike is an instant. You can cast it during combat. Yes, but if we cast this beforehand, It's more temptation for Merfolk Trickster to come and run out. I think this is the way in which I want to do this. How I wish. God, I feel like this sucks, but like we gotta do it, huh? It's a very clever play. Why the Sheltering Light? Because we want to scry. We're looking to scry. I think we needed to shock this. I think we need to shock this guy instead. Go ahead and concede. Maybe we don't need the extra land, huh? Yeah, I think maybe we needed to try to just go for the straight-up shock on the dude. I don't know why I'm so shitty at this. Yeah. You want one of these shirts? Yeah, we sell them in our store. dbh.la/day9. Most of our merchandise is just the Day 9 logo on shit. Oh, I'm not that happy about this circumstance. Never mind. Our opponent doesn't have Movement and Craving. What a relief! What is this deck called? Jeskai Beats, baby. Alright, well, looks like we might be shocking a feather. What if we want a Day 9 mousepad? Oh, yeah. We got those. We got the Day 9 mousepads, the nice softy ones. You know, I still feel like I want one more land. It's better to shock face or shock your 10th district for a +1/+1. That is a very interesting question, Canuck. Very interesting question. I'm doing this pre-combat because I want to see what we get. I think I have to dive down instead of quenching. That feels good. Quench is the way for us to have an answer to Kaya's Wrath. Whereas Dive Down is our answer to that other shit. Like targeted removal.
I know.
This will now try to buff that.
Let's try this.
Oh shit, I needed to cast Dive Down in advance. Fuck. I keep forgetting about this first thing. You can only cast spells anytime when you would be able to cast a sorcery. I could have cast Dive Down in response, though. That would have been the money play.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
You just let me know. See, what I should have done is seen this getting cast and then dove down the 10th District Guide in response. To exile with you. We're probably dead. Fuck! Oh. What's wrong? Why don't you work exclusively? Where's our draw card, huh? Much better is Quench than just running the gate. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Quench is obviously very good against aggro and creature decks, which I believe that we would struggle reasonable amount against. Let's do a little adjustment. Negate. Ta-da. And then let's listen to ourselves. Let's add that land. There's something cool here. There's something cool here. I don't know if it's that great, but it is something that we're running. Alright, should be up deutered. Alright. Looks good to me. Oh, that one hurts a bit. But all the defense in the world. exactly feel like a game that we win, per se. Once again, Essence Capture is straight up a no-go. Essence Capture can never be run. This is not a base blue deck. We have no... Double blue will have no business in this. I think we're just dead. Boy, that got off the ground real quick, didn't it? Fuck. Turn 3 God Eternals. That's pretty good. Are we kidding me, game? Like, this game has been open for like an hour. I really don't think shock is the answer here, huh? Extra Sheltering Light's gonna help us. Bring it on! Nice. Good news about green decks dumping their hand is that this does happen. Actually, that's pretty important to hold on to. I'm so full of shit, dude. Seems like a better card. By the way, we did need to make this indestructible, because this has Death Touch. BT dubs. BT dubs. Alright, these are basically dead cards. Feather's probably the right play here. I'm gonna go ahead and swing, try to get in some damage. Bear to Barret can like triple block, and that seems fine. One of those also seems fine. Alright. Alright. Yep, sure. Rawr. No blocks. That is hilarious. My Dreadhorde Arcanist might turn into a glorified chump blocker. Alright, there's the God Eternal friend, and that is going to be a bit of a pickle. God, I wish I had a Quench here. The negates suck, actually. The negates are shitty. Because we're trying to win quickly. That's the big thing. We're trying to win swiftly and quickly. So we do not block this. Okay. That is a bit of a problem. Okay, so we shock this first. That's the first thing we do. And then we fuck up. That's right. We just fuck up really badly. Nice. Because that shock does not get brought back by Feather the Redeemed. Okay. Got it. Alright, I'm getting out of this game. These were quenches. Oh, those were quenches. Oh, oh. Alright, let's see here. These are just terrible in this deck. You know, what's also felt a little bit like a weak link is these Spell Pierces. I think this is how we can work them in to make them feel a little bit better. Swinging with Arcanist to get another shock to kill the Still Leaf Champion would have killed the Still Leaf Champion, then we would have had a 10-5 and a 12-6 swinging in. We're not going to add Saheeli. Saheeli's a little bit different of a feel of a deck. Could be we actually have too many shocks. The Arcanist's been good. It's been pretty nice when I'm whiffing on shit. What is it, Ryle? Is Ryle the neat one? Is there another good draw? This is really the only cantrip that targets, right? Okay. We're hovering around something nifty. Whoops. Hey. Export. Yeah. Hey, Despy. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, we got my favorite gray cat. Come on in. Hey, don't you chew on those headphones. This cat has chewed through hundreds of pairs of headphones. Thousands, even. It's my Twitch Prime cat. This is the representative of Twitch Prime herself. Desperado the cat. Yeah. Always let your cat smell things. Alright, sweetheart. Alright, this is a bad hand. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Gotta get all this out of the way. Alright. Yep. Alright, done. Done. Dunzo, dunzo. Dark Syndicate with the 5 Giftaronis and the pepperoni. Thank you kindly, Dark Syndicate. We're against mana issues. Oh my god, you are sweet and cute and adorable, and I love you. Alright, I think that it's actually acceptable to play the Dreadhorde Arcanist right now. Thank you very much, Dark Syndicate.
Banish evil from this plane.
It's in a way good news. That should be... I think that is the wrong one. This is why this puppy is quite wonderful. Oof. I fucking love this cat. Fuck yeah. Oh my god, I got a lap buddy. And as if we weren't already having a great day, Vwem coming in with 5 more gifty subs. Maybe we should have held back Quench. Maybe we should have.
Prepare for
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Prepare for battle. That's a great draw. So Integrity Intervention cannot be brought back from the grave. No attacks. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. Hey. Isn't this cat just, like, so sweet?
share in my light.
Biggest little sweetie pie. Alright. Down you go. You'll be missed. Alright. Vigilance. Alright. So, if we pass, and we block like this, and we block like this, we get to see what our opponent does. Seems like a pretty good play. Probably don't need any more lands. Now that we got the kitty cam down. Bing, bong, bang. That sucks a bit, but, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I think our deck is a little bit too weak. It's just too weak to creatures to get played. I think we gotta retire this one. I think we gotta retire this deck. It's just not a great deck. This one's gotta take a trip to Bye-Bye Town. Now, what we could do is we could fundamentally change the nature of the deck. Well, fuck, we do have a bunch of Reckless Rages. You know, all right. This is gonna be my last attempt at this. I can probably get away with it like that. 3, 6, 10, 14. 4, 4, 4 is 12. And then 15, 16. That makes sense. Alright. We're going for the dive down, Quench. We're going for the smallest of splashes. Who's that guy that you recommended with the Grixis control? That would be Wyatt Darby. Superstar Magic player. Super duper star. Okay, this is a bad hand because we can't cast what we want to cast. This is a much better hand. Yes, yes! So basically, my claim with the changes I've made is I'm an aggro deck. I am an aggro deck. And we splash blue for some durability. Via the form of dive downs. Via quenches. Yeah, we do want that third land. I think just overall, this deck is making me want to say, let's just go Boros, dude. Let's just go pure Boros. I do like Pure Boros, I will admit. Pure Boros is pretty nice, pretty tight. I love Pure Boros. Alright, let's reconnect. Let's just rejoin the game of Magic the Gathering Arena. It's pretty fun though. Mono blue splash Boros for Feather. I just can't seem to get this camera angle right. I feel like I have way too much arm. Yeah, no, I will accept your damage, sir. So that is at the end of turn? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you just splash for Feather. What is it going to be? Shadow X001. Alright, it's my turn. I actually don't think I need that anymore. We're all in on this guy, man. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I'll hang on to Feather. Seems pretty tight. Just bonk a Feather down. My opponent could plausibly target it, but 4 toughness is real difficult for red. Dandiverse says, we're mono blue splashing for Feather. We might want to add green just to make sure we have the fixing. Mono red splashing Jund. Are there any good Jund lists? Are there good Jund lists? Because it feels like there's a lot of really great Jund cards. Oh, duh, I don't have double white. I feel like you could just put in all good Jund cards and just have like a Jund deck. Get some Oogins! Oh, yeah! I just don't agree ever with this placement. Ever. It's a stinker. It's a stinker, you know that? I'm very scruffly and scroggly today. And I'm also trying to part my hair on the right side, but the problem is the receding hairline goes up deeper on the right side. And then I will force you to kill your monkey. Oh, yes, I am a monster. I am a monster. That is I, I'm monster. No blocks. Our opponent just gave us the game. Perfect. Get him. All right. Danimal 0710s. Hey, Day9, new subscriber here. Been yelling at my screen for 10 minutes trying to figure it out. Yeah, no, sometimes the interfaces for straight sub and a resubscribing can be a little bit obnoxious. Especially depending on the device. Like, I remember it was so hard for me to do a sub on mobile when I was watching someone. So just let me give him the damn money! Ah! Alright, it's Top Deck King. This is a weird deck. We're going to play till we have what I'll call a heinous loss. We experience heinous loss. Well, I mean, we have two of them. May as well just get in there. What is going on? Alright, it's Grixis. Ah! Oh, this is fucking Defiant Strike, dude. Oh, we screwed up. I thought this was an indestructibility. Boo. We did it. Probably don't need it. Boy, those dive downs sure feel disproportionately important here, huh? Wow. Yeah, this deck sucks, man. This Deckaroo does suckaroni. I'm just gonna run out this one, because this will let me draw more. And drawn seems like a positive thing. Oh shit. Pass. Pass. Alright, well, we're drawing them all. We're drawing them all. Parker says, has anyone tried playing a Feather deck that isn't 100% all in on the combat tricks? I mean, that's a really interesting question. Let's actually take a look at this, because I think that what we've determined is that this deck sucks. We've gone exactly 50-50.